Hiya. Guess you got kicked out of Costco last week. At least it wasn't for shoplifting this time, but because I was doing IRL research on this whole protein craze going on. Is it illegal to harass customers and ask them, hey, does this Ryuko picture make you want to work out more or less? It was only like 2 hours before they kicked me out. It's like nowhere near enough time to conduct a study. So they know the value of all this.
We do not care.
Anime is a billion-dollar industry filled with multiple women who could physically fold me like a lawn chair, and I'll say thank you for it. I may be grasping at straws, but there has to be a connection between this and this. How else are you seeing protein Cheerios, protein Oreos, protein gosh darn Pop-Tarts? Whose bright idea was to add dry milk to this piece of cardboard? I'm not mad, just disappointed. This is a nice, disgusting spit towards my fucking childhood. Are you happy? How about you all celebrate with a nice little pool party? I'll bring the toaster. Sorry, getting back on topic. All this converges at a singular point. Tomboys. I don't blame them for what's happening, but who could? Though they are the main reason as to why this is happening. And I have the Costco ban to prove it. Before you embarrass yourself, let's be clear about what a tomboy is and what it isn't. They are a girl or young woman who acts or dresses in what's to be considered a boyish way. One who likes rough or energetic activities, conventionally more associated with boys. At least that's what Oxford says about it. I paid $10 to find this out. How else are you gonna expect me to spend my money? Oh wait, there's that. As someone who's more into femboys, I clearly needed a different resource. So I went to my local Planet Fitness and started to psychologically terrorize a guy about it. Gave me some valuable insight that $10 could just not afford. And I think this information just deserves to be in a textbook. After torturing the guy, I was able to learn that what most otakus think about tomboys, it's just surface level stuff. Maybe the short bob hairstyle, maybe it's the toned body, the lack of makeup, or maybe the fact that they distinctly dress with baggy and loose clothing that you find in the men's section of an H&M. Sometimes it could be the faded overalls, or even a greasy mechanic overall. A tomboy definition stems further beyond looks, and further than a simple $10 bill can get you. Otakus like tomboys, well, some of them for the wrong reason, as a masquerade for their weakness. You like the idea of a strong woman picking you up, eating, feeding you, huh? Mommies are hot. What makes a tomboy different from any muscular women that could dominate you is their relatability. Let's face it, weaves can't talk to women their age. I get it. They're scary. They're hard to talk to. But what if there's an anime girl that was just mentally one of the bros? A tomboy was the girl that you knew while fishing. Was that girl that saw you struggling under a hood of a car and helped you out? Was that childhood friend who you used to wrestle in the mud with? These are women that keep up with your interests, though they're not necessarily real. No matter how much you want to sell your soul to make them real. Though there are ways companies try to make them real. You know the tsundere archetype, right? Massive market, absolutely huge presence in anime and parodies, single-handedly driving the market of lithium for all the bipolar disorders they create. They're a good comparison to what happens to someone in anime. They become a product to sell in other markets. The global fitness industry is worth about $101 billion. The protein supplement specifically makes up about 30 billion of that. Standard analysts read that data and they come to the wrong conclusion. That's all about people being more health aware, the post-lockdown shift, people actually listening to their doctor for once. Sure, you might think that's the case, but the numbers fail to account for how degenerate anime fans are. As you can see here, anime merchandise sales have been increasing at the same rate as the global fitness industry. No one has the courage to put this in writing and actually dig deep in the problem as much as I do. You heard about gamer girl bathwater, or maybe upskirt umbrellas. There's a market for these kind of important products that many aren't looking in for. Like, why hasn't anyone made tomboy protein powder? I feel like that'd be the perfect combination of interests. I'll just quickly order a couple batches. I need those horse electrolytes. And they're fucking out of stock. Let me walk you through the thinking process of a weeb. Let's say you start watching anime. There's a woman in there who could physically relocate you from a building without putting her drink down. She's loud, competitive, toned abs that you could grate cheese on, and an attitude you just can't get out of your head. You pause it, pull up a new tab, pull an all-nighter going through all those fan arts, clips, and edits, eventually wondering where all these people even exist out of anime. Start going on OnlyFans, end up on TikTok, see that they exclusively live in raceways and gyms. So naturally, you start going to the gym, stake it out for potential mates. You tell your online friend it's for health reasons, which is technically true. Just your health reasons have a specific kind of face. You don't need to share them that info. Get a bottle of water, slap your motivation on it. Make sure it's always on your mind. You begin to see the process. Your posture's better. You got more energy. You start actually getting interested in what you're doing. You look into buying personal equipment because it wouldn't hurt, right? I mean, protein supplements, they sounded ridiculous before, but now I'm starting to get it. Yeah, you start to get it. I mean, that's like the only way to maximize your intake. There's nothing wrong with that.
おいおい気が早いぞダメ神そういうもの
Start talking to some of the people there, blend in, then realize gym people are weirdly nice. Some giant dude built like a vending machine starts nodding at you every morning. Someone helps fix your form before you accidentally turn your spine into uncooked spaghetti. You look at yourself in the mirror. It is the best ever felt about yourself. Not even a narcissistic way either. You genuinely feel better, more confident, more comfortable existing as yourself. And that's when it's hit you. This entire journey started because you were fapping to an anime woman. You stopped seeing the gym as a place where tomboys might exist and started seeing it as a place where you genuinely enjoyed being. And now you're just finding the best in yourself. You were chasing a fantasy before and accidentally found a community. Go. Use a motivation to create some meaningful growth. Get outside. Start talking to people. Actually improve yourself. Feel happy. That is how this market traps you. That is how you join it. Join that mindset. Leave the goonerness. Leave it all to me. I'll be the one taking care of it for the both of us. I'll be happy with my basement, with my collection of Astolfo figurines. So while you're outside touching grass, talking to people, I think I'll be the one coming out on top.